Happy New Year, everybody. I'm just back to catch up on some daily numerology. I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful New Year's. I had a great New Year's. Got to see Billy Strings and the boys, and it was killer. Wow. Okay, so today is January 3rd, 2023. We are on the other side. First of all, I'm going to do a video before the end of the week, and I'm going to cap the year. So the year is 2023. We add all the numbers together. That's how we get the vibration for the year, and I'm sure you've seen it some places, but it is the number 7. So I'm going to do a whole video, like kind of going over what that means. And as always, the 7 is going to umbrella the whole year, and then each month has its own vibration, and then each day has its own vibration. So under the 7, the month plays a part under that 7 vibration. This month's energy, which I'm also going to do a video about that as well, is an 8. We actually went from a 9 December month, we came backwards, and now we're in an 8 January month, which is actually pretty cool because we are in an 8 November month. So we went from like that karma transformation with all that like eclipse energy, and we came into a closing out, closing up, and then we come back into this 8, which is like exciting because again, it's about the karma, but it's a good number to start any kind of venture under. So if you are starting off the new year and you are thinking about projects, goals, businesses, this is a really good month to do it. It may not be a number 1 to step off, but it's a great number vibration to do any of those things. So, and we can definitely start things under 8. We don't start things under 9, but in 8 we definitely can. So I will be doing recaps of all that so we can kind of get an idea of where our energy is right now. So in daily numerology, right, we went from the 31st to the 1st to the 2nd, and today's the 3rd. So on the 31st, we had a 4 vibration for the day, and we had a 13 vibration on the outside. So we had a 34-4 on the inside and a 13 on the outside. And those 2 4s were really about, they were about seeing the structure of what's in front of us and understanding that our solid ground that we're going into the new year with was showing us on the outside, was reflecting back to us the transformation that has occurred, especially between November and December. And that reflection back on the inside puts us in a place where we can see that we are standing on this new foundation, which we're transformed on it. So again, like we're coming into a year where we've in an energy that we've never had before. And there's a lot of things going around about how this year is going to transform humanity. Humanity is going to take a turn. I believe this. I believe that it's been ramping up for a very long period of time. And this year is the year that things really start to click. And people really start to see and feel and be in a power of themselves that they've never had before. A love of themselves that they've never had before. And perspectives that they've never had before. So that energy is happening this month, but the last day of 2022 set the stage for that. It put you on a foundation that you've been building, which you are transformed. And so because you're transformed, the foundation is better and more sturdy than ever. So that was a good way to come into the new year, right? And so on New Year's Day, we had a 1 on the inner world, and then we had a 9 on the outer world, which is pretty significant because it's about the beginning and the ending. It's the full circle. So the first day of the year was just telling you that we step off into new, but to understand that we've gone through a cycle to get through this complete circle. And we're always going to go through the 1 through 9, and we're going to always learn. It's going to be consistent. And that's going to be how we start off. That's how we started off the year. The idea that we begin again, we go through our cycles, and we will learn so much by the time we get to that number 9, because it reflects back to us all the lessons and the wisdom that we've gained so that we can step off into a new path. Again, the same kind of energy. It's the idea that you have done what you've needed to do and going forth in a direction, going somewhere, leading yourself somewhere, just walking a path that you've never walked before with a new sense of freedom, a new sense of love, a sense of transformation, and a sense of what you've learned and the wisdom you've acquired through it. And then yesterday we had a 2 and hold on. We had a 2 and we had a 10, right? So again, the 2 is about the union. And I believe that yesterday was about like amping down from the beginning of the new year as we kind of like settle into it. And it's about partnerships. It's about bringing people together to form some sort of goal. There might have been yesterday ideas that were being like put out all over the place, and the idea that all those ideas had to come together into one place to achieve a goal. And that could be for anything. That could even just be, I mean, it could be within yourself, but you know, that kind of energy was like floating around yesterday. I experienced it. So it was definitely there. And then the 10 on the outside is the wheel. It's you get to begin again. It's actually reflecting back on that, like the union of people coming together to do something. It's shining good fortune on that. It's shining that this is like all of these people coming together is going to prove to be super beneficial and super awesome going forward. It really actually supports the groups of people coming together to go towards a goal. So maybe that was something you experienced yesterday. It doesn't have to be groups of people either. So today is January 3rd, 2022. In our inner world, we have a 3. In our outer world, we have an 11. So 3 is about expansion. On our inner world today, as we are understanding that we really are in a place we've never been before, standing on this solid ground, right? Beginning fresh, knowing everything we've learned and gone through is allowing us to step onto a place we've never been with solid ground underneath our feet that's not going to fall under us. Knowing that we're meeting people along the way that we are going to come together with, join together with, to produce a goal, and the luck of the wheel is shining on that. And then today is about expanding that energy. Expanding and really diving into whoever you're coming together with. It's that day to expand on that. The 3 is very social, right? And the idea is about self-expression and growth. So as you are learning and understanding your expansion and growth coming into this new year, okay, it allows you to be confident in how you talk to other people, how you communicate with other people, and how that idea of being able to be social and put yourself out there even fuels more your expansion and your growth and your goals going forward into this new year. And on the outside, we have an 11. And you know, I love the 11. Super sacred, super spiritual, in my opinion, illuminating, right? Showing us the way. It can also bring tests and challenges because it wants us to soar higher through those. Like, once we get through those tests and challenges, like the 11 wants us to like get through it and soar even higher than we ever have before. So this 11 on the outside is reflecting back to you as you are expanding, experiencing growth, coming together with other people and seeing how your expansion and growth is helping being with those other people and is going to manifest something, because that's what the 3 is about as well. The 11 on the outside is reflecting back to you. It's illuminating back to you other things that you can do to even expand more and grow more, which could be any kind of like education, research, a class, And very specifically in something that is something like astrology, numerology, tarot, yoga, maybe kundalini yoga, like specific yoga. These are just examples, but they are examples of how the 11 can show you, or the 11 will present them to you, or the 11 will spark the idea, illuminate the idea in your head to do something, to teach yourself something new. Okay? Because it aids in that expansion and that growth, and also in that sociability. It allows you to feel more comfortable, like putting yourself out there to other people. Or you could decide to join something and the social aspect comes into whatever, like class or education or whatever it is you decide to do, to learn about, which is going to help the expansion and growth, which may bring more people into this environment towards a bigger goal, and how everybody's coming together. So the 3 is highlighting your expansion, your growth, you coming together socially with other people that yesterday you may have like started to do, but you're all coming together for a goal. And there's some social aspect to you that makes you feel good and makes you feel part of something, which also aids in your expansion and growth. And then the 11 on the outside is illuminating back to you to go into some sort of like, to learn something, to really put something new inside of your mind, whether that's a class, whether that's learning something, whether that's seeing something online, whether it's doing something, like I said, taking something really specific, like a specific yoga, anything like that. It's just going to aid in that expansion and growth and that manifestation and that social aspect with other people to, again, come towards a common goal that's going to help, that's going to aid, that's going to make you feel good because you are putting yourself out there and people are coming together to help other people. It's that kind of energy, and it can be in any kind of way. It could be you could be helping a large group of people, or you could just be coming together with your family, and you guys have decided that as a family, you're going to do some sort of charity, or you're all going to take a class together, or you're all going to learn something new together, or a group of friends. It's that kind of idea. It can be like fun, or it can be really like on a larger scale and like learning how everyone's going to come together and go towards a goal that's just going to change people and change lives. It can be as huge as that. It can be as large as that. This year really brings people's perspectives into that energy and that idea. So if you see it presented in front of you and you have seen it, it's absolutely something that you should be a part of. And you should feel it in your heart. You're like, wow, this is good. This is going to be a really good thing for other people. Or I'm coming together with all these people to like really help. If this doesn't resonate with you, but it can be on any scale, like I said. It could be you and your partner just coming together and you guys have this common goal together. And today really shows the expansive and growth in your relationship. And you guys really decide to do a class together. And it really highlights that manifestation, that creation, even more of whatever the two of you have decided that you're going to do together. It can be just like that, or it can be a large group of people. So I hope that kind of puts the last, New Year's Eve into these last 3 days into perspective for you. And if any of those things came up, I just want you to know that you're in a great place. You're exactly where you should be. And you will feel in your heart how good it is to come together with a group or one other person towards a goal. And today, that expansion, that growth, that manifestation is really going to be highlighted. And it could push you towards, taking on the 11 on the outside could really illuminate you doing something to even further help that goal. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Tuesday. I hope you had an amazing new year. I hope you have a fabulous year. The ups and downs will come, as we all know. And I look forward to doing a monthly reading forecast, numerology forecast, and the yearly forecast, which I will have by the end of the week and I will put up. So the other thing about all this is I just want to put out there as well is that I'm going to make the transition to YouTube. So if everybody could just let me know that does watch this, there's about like 30 to 40 of you that are into this, and I'm like digging it, and I really appreciate you guys, and I'm thankful for you. So I'm going to make a transition from Facebook over to YouTube. It was suggested to me on a day that Numerology said that help would come in, and I didn't realize it until later. So thank you, Christine Harrison. You're amazing. And I think it's a good idea for me to change forums. This way I can kind of like, I can do some longer videos. I can just put everything up there, and everything's in one place and you can see it. So I don't know. I think it's going to take me the month to really like do the whole transition. I'll keep you guys updated, and let me know how you feel, please. And I'll start putting the link to my YouTube down below so you can like subscribe. And I'll start putting videos in both places. Like I'll do one on Facebook, and then I'll load it up to YouTube. I'm going to start that today. So I just want to let you guys know. So hopefully by the end of January, everything will be on YouTube, and you can just go check it out there. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Happy fucking New Year. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.